Let's begin by talking about what Blazor is. Blazor is one of the latest open source technologies from Microsoft that enables the creation of web applications using only HTML, CSS, and C#. What is amazing about this is that now there is no real need for JavaScript skills anymore. JavaScript has been the de facto technology for creating the interactive and dynamic capabilities of web pages for more than 2 decades now. But now being able to develop functionally rich and interactive applications using only C# eases the learning curve for beginners and is one of the many benefits of learning Blazor. Now I must tell you that Blazor technology does come with pre-built JavaScript files, but this does not mean that you need to learn JavaScript to be able to leverage the power of Blazor. If you can code with C#, you'll be just fine. C# is an extremely powerful and widely used programming language, and it will definitely not be a waste of your time to learn it. Furthermore, with Blazor, we get access to the vast suite of pre-built code that comes with Microsoft's .NET Core ecosystem. And don't worry, we'll talk more about Microsoft's .NET Core framework in the next part of this series. But for now, just know that we can simply reuse all this pre-built code without having to develop everything from scratch. Something that I need to stress right up front is that even though Blazor and .NET Core are Microsoft technologies, they are not proprietary, they are open source. At the time of creating these lessons, which is late 2022, this is still a common misconception. The name Blazor is a combination and mutation of the words browser and razor. The reason why browser is part of this naming combo is because with Blazor, complex application code can be executed inside the browser, independent of a remote server. Now you might be wondering what the razor part of this naming combo is, right? Well, razor can refer to a few things, so I'll give you just the following meanings to give you some initial comfort with the concept. Firstly, razor can refer to a programming syntax where C# and HTML code can be combined to create dynamic web pages. This syntax is called razor syntax. Razor syntax is predominantly what is used in the development of Blazor applications. So if you are even slightly familiar with C# and HTML, you are off to a very good start. Secondly, it can refer to a program file that contains a combination of C# and HTML code. The file will have a .cshtml extension and is called a razor page. Thirdly, you also get something called a razor component. These will become your best friends as they will form a big part of the Blazor applications you will create. And like a razor page, it also contains a combination of C# and HTML code, but it will have a .razor extension to the name rather than a .cshtml extension. As you continue your journey with Blazor, it will be extremely important that you know the difference between razor pages and razor components because they are not the same thing. And then razor can also sometimes refer to Microsoft's view generating engine. This view engine is able to read the combined C# and HTML code, in other words razor syntax, and produce the raw HTML that a browser can understand and display.